Hey guys, and welcome back to another great tutorial. Guys, you're not gonna wanna miss this one. So Senji writes, how can you create custom caves? And Senji, I'm going to show you that exact tutorial right now. We're gonna create some amazing cave systems that are custom, guys. These are not just using the terrain pieces, but we're gonna manipulate them and create some real neat, unique looking caves. Let's go ahead and do it now. All right, so what we first want to do is decide where do we want to build our cave system. We have to decide. I think I'm going to choose this area over here because it's pretty flat. There's not a lot going on. It's kind of boring. And so what I'm going to do first, I've decided, is build a way down to the cave, which is going to start at the bottom. So I don't actually have a way to get down besides jumping off the cliff. So what I'm gonna first do is just kind of a little bit of a speed build here and get my way down to the bottom here by using some of these ramps. All right, and you'll see I built this really neat looking ramp system coming down the Battle Royale, like a little canyon system. I kind of like it. It's nice. It's unique to my map. I like how it's cavernous, and this is going to be the area where you enter the cave, which is going to be pretty dope. So, you know, we did this with intention. We wanted to make it kind of mythical down here, or feeling more isolated. So now what we're gonna do is choose 4 squares to delete out of our wall. And we're gonna go ahead and place our first piece from the Shark Cliff Gallery, which is what I built my entire map on, all right? So if you didn't use the Shark Cliff Gallery, you'll wanna use the gallery that you chose for your Battle Royale map. Now, we are gonna go ahead and grab from that Shark Cliff Gallery the archway piece, which is this one right here. And we're gonna go ahead and place that bad boy down. There's not a lot of good pieces for the cave system in the Shark Gallery, so I'm actually gonna use a completely different gallery for the cave system. I'm not gonna use the Shark one. I'm actually gonna go over and use the Gray Cliffs Grass Gallery. Now this one doesn't have the grass on top, but it certainly has an amazing amount of parts for a cave system. So when you asked for a custom cave system, I don't know what you meant exactly, how detailed you want to go, but you can't get too custom if you're doing a Battle Royale map, because if you build it out of rocks, for instance, you would have to make sure they are indestructible so people can't fall through the map. Now, with Battle Royale maps, it is very, very tricky to do a lot of extremely detailed customization because you have to make sure it's playable, you can build in it, you can fight in it, and it just makes sense. All right, and you'll see here what I'm doing is placing down the cave, just one tile off there, but it's an easy fix. And what I wanted to do is create a direction to go left and right. Now you have to be aware of your surroundings. You're building under your terrain, under your map. So you're gonna just continue along and build out the way you want your cave system to go. And what I'm gonna do is have it exit out 2 different areas of the map. So there are basically 3 ways to enter the cave system, which I would extremely suggest at least 1 or 2 ways out. It just makes it more exciting, especially if you're someone that, like me, that likes to run around the map and hide. You can get away easier, and it's just one more way to move around the map, which I think is kind of cool. So we already determined where the entrance was, but here's where I'm gonna put the other entrance. This is gonna be another way into the cave. So I'm gonna continue building out here. We're gonna just create another curved piece here, and we're gonna just change the direction of it by using a new piece here that only gives us one direction. All right, and what we did is we created the cave system to go off to the right there. I'm just off 1 tile every time, it seems. So we made it go to the right there, and now what we're gonna do is extend it. We're gonna use a longer piece here. This one jets out a lot farther, and we can just get farther out in the map by doing this. And you'll see here we're about to break through the other side of the map. We have to choose those 4 pieces to break through, and then what we're gonna do is just copy and paste right here, connect the cave, go to the outside, and then seal it off. So you see there, it's almost done. We just have to put that rounded door there, which we're gonna grab from the other side of the map where we went ahead and created the entrance. Perfect. So we have another entrance over here, and we're gonna go ahead and place that in right there, slug it in, bam, and look at that. We just have to create a couple of little adjustments here, but otherwise it's ready to go. It's looking really sharp. We have yet another entrance, so let's go ahead and create the final entrance to our cave now. All right, we're speeding along nicely. So what we're doing is just finalizing the build here of this cave. I'm putting in one piece on the other end now. This is the other side of the cave. We hit a wall, and that's the wall we're gonna come out of. So once again, we're gonna break those 4 pieces, and we're gonna have to do some adjusting here to lock down that map. Once again, we'll grab that cave exit there and place it in. And we have another beautiful entrance right here. And we're gonna just have to figure out a way there to seal off that map. Should be pretty easy. Now I'm gonna go back in there, grab another interesting piece here. This piece right here is going to be a nice floor piece. We'll place it down and then rotate it quickly, since there is a rotation glitch right now in Fortnite where you can't preview your landing, which is causing some confusion. But you'll see it places very nicely there. It looks really nice and clean, and we'll just put another one on the other side to complete the look, and we'll go ahead and finalize this right now. And dang, look at that beautiful cave, guys. This is a nice way, another entrance, a very unique, different looking entrance. I really like that. It kind of sneaks out in the edge here of the map. And it's just one more way to interact with your Battle Royale and create something very custom and unique to your world. Okay, let's create a cool effect where we take one of the cave pieces, the tunnels, and we just drop it a little bit. So I deleted it out. You don't need to do that. You could just lower it a little bit. So I'm just gonna lower one of the pieces. It's gonna be a little weird at first. It's gonna look weird. And we're gonna lower it into the water just like this. And what's going to be cool about this, it's going to create this cool little effect where there's a certain part of the cave where you can walk into the water a little bit, and we can create this cool looking environment. So let me show you exactly how we're going to build this out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place these ramps on either side, but we want to make sure that that is on that side and that side, just to make sure it's the same grid snap as a normal Battle Royale map. So you'll look at the grid snap 2 there to make sure you're putting these down correctly. And perfect. Now that little water patch area is just a little too small, so let's widen it out a bit. All right, all I'm doing is expanding out the area a little bit longer, just so that water area isn't so small. And it looks really nice in here, guys. I think this looks really pretty. And you get that little water effect there. See that little water sprinkle in there? It just creates this real nice, natural feeling. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to decorate this area. So the first thing you wanna do is go over to nature, go ahead and grab some rocks. I like the variant rock gallery, especially the ones with the moss on it, because we're in a cave. No better place to have moss than a cave. But you'll see here, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep creating rocks around the cave area, and it's gonna give it this really beautiful feel. I suggest using different rocks in the gallery. You can use the moss rocks, you can use the regular rocks, use like 5 or 6 different variations in here, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like when we're done. All right, next head over to the Ice House Gallery. In there you're going to see some really cool icicles. We're gonna go ahead and grab those icicles. I'm gonna choose the blue ones because those look the most true to life. And where we created that pond area, I want there to be a nice cold chilly effect. So I'm gonna start placing those icicles all around the pond area, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Now, doesn't that look pretty? All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab another icicle set now, and let's grab the bigger icicle. It's that same blue one, and we're gonna go ahead and put them up and space them out a little bit, make them a little bit taller than just like before. And then we're gonna go ahead and place them over the smaller ones to just create some depth and make them a little bit bigger. It just gives us a better feel. All right, next up, go to the spooky particle gallery and grab the smoke in there. And then what we're gonna do is drop it down like this. And you wanna make sure you place it so it's over. Now we're gonna adjust some of the settings here. We're gonna make it sky blue. I'm gonna take the opaqueness and bring it down to maybe 30. And there you go, you have this really beautiful kind of fog going on in the water. You don't have to do this. I just think it's nice. You can play around with the settings, get it to something that you like, and I think it just adds a little something to give it that chill factor that we're looking for. So let's finish up the map with just a few more little things. Now, don't forget the question from Senji was how to create custom caves, not just a boring cave system. So once again, I'm just showing you another cool little trick. You can resize rocks from different galleries like the volcanic rock gallery, and you can add some custom walls into your cave that give it this nice crazy metallic black matte feel. And you can go ahead and space these out and put them around and create your own areas that are just unique. One of my favorite additions is going into the jungle nature gallery and grabbing this little purple plant. This little purple plant works so well in the cave systems. I think it gives it this really nice effect because it has that purple and green in there, which just plays so nicely with the rocks and the moss. And I really like the way it feels, especially around this little water area we created. And I really just love this guy here. So use this as much as you can. And finally, guys, break out of your comfort zone. There is a Kevin Cube Shards prop gallery, which means it's not in the nature gallery, but you can use things like this to go ahead and add additional flair to your island or to your cave system and create this beautiful effect. I really hope this tutorial was helpful, guys. I think it was beautifully done the way we ended up finishing this off. I think the map and the cave looks pretty dope, and we did a good job making a custom cave using some of the caving system in the terrain gallery. Guys, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep creating more tutorials just like this one. Please also let me know in the comments below what kind of tutorials you would like to see me do next. Thank you so much for staying to the very end. Thank you, and until next time, take care.